Chris, I'm not really hearing you on the stream. But I heard James come through with "Yar."
My microphone wasn't set correctly, OBS.
Is it set correctly, OBS?
Now it is.
All right, let's from the top.
Zeitgeist, the Gears of Revolution, Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition campaign. Hi, I'm Redbeard. James.
Yar! White tea tastes like tea, not tea.
Yeah, they heard you, and I said that it tastes like tea because I had some last week.
It's weird that there's a mixed drink called white tea when there's also just a
Actual
variety of tea called white tea.
It's been bothering me ever since James talked about it.
Okay,
Well,
I'm glad I'm not the only one.
it kinda
I'm not
tastes
blaming
like
you,
tea,
James. I assume
it's
you
white.
didn't name it.
It tastes like peach tea, and it's white in color. But I was confused the same when James said he was having white tea.
Ah,
A week
yeah,
or two
like
ago.
the.
And I
Oh
was like,
yeah, of course.
White tea.
Like
Delicious.
white wine, which is White Claw mixed with red wine.
Oh, don't
Let's do it.
say that.
I didn't
It
make
could have
that
at least
one up.
been white wine. That wouldn't be as
I
bad.
didn't make it up.
I
didn't
don't
make
think
it
you
up.
made
It's
it
not
up.
my
You
fault.
made me aware of it.
If it was white wine, it'd be like a spritzer, kinda.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can that be a signature drink at your next party?
the
You
White
can-
Claw.
No, white wine.
The white wine. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Sam is here playing Jack.
This week on Things You May or May Not Have Known Are in the Bible, there's a whole part in Song of Solomon about how great it is to go down on a lady.
Oh yeah. Good stuff, that Song of Solomon. Catherine's here playing Mina.
I have horns and just straight bourbon.
Oh yeah,
I have milk.
I have whiskey. Forgot to mention that. Or maybe I did and you couldn't hear me. Carter's playing Coco.
I have water. Fun fact for this week: eclipses won't last forever because the relative position of the sun, moon, and Earth shift over time. Someday, the Earth will see the last lunar eclipse of all time.
And then we'll die.
Bummer.
We'll all be long dead before then. So no need to
Yeah.
worry.
Oh, that's cool. That's good.
Still a bummer.
Yeah.
Man, I do not like this flickeriness I'm getting tonight. But Philip's here playing
Alopecia.
Come on, we said it like 8 times before we...
Alopecia. Sorry, it's been a while. I had to get my notes.
If the Earth doesn't have an eclipse and no one's there to see it,
End of sentence?
Does it have a punchline?
Is this like if a tree?
there was a
doesn't
question. That was
fall
a
in-
question mark.
Is this like if a tree doesn't fall in the woods and no one's there to hear it? Does it not make a sound?
Yeah.
Yes,
I lost track.
is the answer.
Thank
The
you.
answer is yes.
Thank you for answering the Carter question.
You're welcome.
The Carter question.
I'm a
I'm gonna leave
wizard,
that.
and I ate someone.
You sure did. So hi everybody. Welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. Last time on Zeitgeist.
Right, polymorph. I missed the end of last session.
Yeah.
Took me a second to remember that.
I'll just do a quick little recap here of things because it's been a while.
In a while.
Our party of constables here has been on the trail of Tinker Oddcog, who was involved with the conspiracy, the Obscurati, who released a giant robot that wreaked havoc and destruction upon their city. They have followed his trail to the country of Bear, where the leader, the Bruce Shantus, has custody of Tinker Oddcog and will allow the party to meet with him, given they can defeat their arch rival in some fun contests, such as preventing war crimes and building railroads. They did not
We failed at
prevent
one of those.
the war crime, but there is hope yet for the railroad. Last time our group of adventurers prevented some bandits from attacking the staging town of the railroad construction team, and we defeated and tore apart and maimed Mr. James Big Jim Jimerson.
Quick logistical question.
Yeah.
If you polymorph into a very large thing and you swallow someone and then you polymorph out of that, what happened?
That's a very good question. Next question.
Excellent.
I think.
Okay.
I mean, like, you're already creating matter with polymorph. It just goes away. It's got.
What if they're
Next
not?
time,
What if they're not dead yet?
that sounds like a question for the T-Rex when I transform into her again. So prepare
What if
to
they're
speak with
still
animals.
alive in your gullet when you detransform?
Yeah.
I feel like the spell.
I
just
only
takes
ate
care
the
of it
bottom
and
half.
puts the living person outside of your space.
Yeah, I only ate the bottom half. The top half
Also-
got splattered against the building.
If we go by Alyosha or Aloysia, not Alyosha, that's a person we know. If we go by fucking A, I said this like 12 times today. Aloysia's description of polymorph, she basically like opens up anyways.
Yeah.
So
What
there's
happens
I
time
remember
for that
Chris
polymorph.
saying there was. I remember
Polymorph.
Chris saying there was a boot in my mouth.
Yeah, I did say that. What happens when a creature that has swallowed another creature is polymorphed? Oh, this is the
I
other
think-
one.
I think we
This
lost
this
Sam and
goes to
Catherine.
places on DeviantArt that I don't want
Or
to be.
can I just not see them?
God, I always
I
forget more is a
have
thing.
Sam Catherine.
Which is DeviantArt. I don't want to be
It
there.
might just be me then.
What, Carter?
I don't have Sam and Catherine.
Oh no.
no.
Yeah.
They
Well,
can
they
hear
have
you
you.
and see you.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll relog real quick.
Okay.
Cool. What else? Fill us in on the rest of what happened when Carter wasn't here, Chris.
Yeah, I'll just do that while
Well,
Carter's
Carter's
not here. Also, Phil, can you tilt your camera like up a tiny bit? Because we're like getting half your face.
Like that, or maybe if I just lean back and
Yeah.
actually be in
Or
frame.
so.
Okay.
So yes, the party confronted the bandits, kind of set up to ambush them as they were coming to ambush.
Counter ambush.
Yeah. The Aloysia polymorphed themselves into a T-Rex and wreaked havoc along with their small band of skeletons that they
It was
raised.
neat. Can you just do that every time?
Which one?
The T-Rex.
I mean, whenever I cast polymorph, yeah.
Neat. Man, magic's like useful.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Jack wouldn't know.
It's no shield spell. I only have I have a measly 14 AC while I'm a T-Rex,
Jack is practical, not creative.
and I like that about you. Yeah,
Wasn't there a book?
Aloysia finds it
Practical-
very reliable.
Practical magic. I think it was a movie.
It was both.
That sounds right.
Is Carter back?
Oh yeah.
Carter.
Yeah, I've been back for a
Carter's
while.
right there.
Okay, sorry.
I came back and said I'm all good now.
Okay.
Yeah.
My brain, it's fried. The drink has nothing to do with it. My brain is fried from nightmares of can't get my game to work.
That's cool, man. Now that work has slowed down, my body's like, oh yeah, we have time to be tired.
Lovely.
That's rough, buddy.
I'm not the moon.
So
Sorry.
could be.
That's what happened.
Also, Mina got horns.
I got horns.
It's gonna be one of those sessions where we haven't played for a while, so
Yeah.
it's just us laughing at
Yeah,
dumb shit.
James printed them for me, and they're shiny,
Mm-hmm.
and I love them.
Shiny. Very pretty.
And when I put them on my crown, they come out the side, and they're also dope that way.
Mm-hmm.
So, it is, I think, the middle of the night at this point.
Yeah, they attacked in the middle of the night.
So, I'm not sure where you guys want to go from here.
The T-Rex has been dispelled. I used like.
Yes, I am no longer a T-Rex. You were able to you failed the first time, but on the second go, you were able to dispel my T-Rex form.
It was like 3 times, but yeah, it took some attempts.
Yeah.
Nothing else to do with those spell slots.
Yeah. At which point, I guess this is when I asked Chris if James Big Jim Jimerson's skull is still intact.
Well, it was shot through with a guiding bolt.
Oh, wait,
But I specifically said that I didn't want it to like explode. It was just like pierced.
And then it was chomped on by a T-Rex.
Correct. Technically, I grabbed him by his legs. But then I do believe I said the
slammed the
words,
front part of him into a building.
Yeah, you did a little.
3 times.
Hold on.
Understood.
Does anyone have like a repair spell?
I was
Mending?
about to ask.
Who do you think's here, Zeodor?
I was about to say,
mending-
Zeodor does.
I have the mending cantrip.
Yeah.
Zeodor
It's an
has
object now.
Yeah.
Yeah, mending would take a very, very long time to. Mending
it's fine.
fixes one crack at a time.
Ah, okay.
There's a
That's
reason
fine,
why Zeodor needed a powered up version. When I was like, I want him to be like magic and also objects, and mending is the only thing we've got, and it's garbage.
Here, let's why don't you roll a percentile?
Ooh,
Phil.
I'm okay with that. I only need,
Can I know it's not a
65.
D20 roll, but since this is already kind of ad-libbed, can I give him Sky Seer's Blessing?
What does Sky Seer's Blessing say?
I mean, it says skill checks and stuff, but it would be roll it once, see the result. If you don't like it, roll it again.
I got a 79.
It is pretty well fractured. Like,
Okay,
it is in 3 or 4 pieces.
that's fine. I'm sure you didn't know that much anyway.
Can you only communicate with someone if they have a skull?
I like to imagine the skull has to be intact.
Hmm.
As like
Did James Big Jim Jimerson come in on a horse and like leave it somewhere?
Oh yeah,
I
It
would
was
like
like
to
a-
go find that horse.
it was like a war horse.
I would like to go find that horse before Mina shoots it.
Listen!
I'm
He's
kidding,
not on
I'm
the
kidding.
horse anymore, but Sam did come up with Mina's retirement plan. Do you remember what it was?
Is it like a glue factory?
It was, but he had a name for it.
Jeremy the Peacekeeper, Horsecutioner. If you've got a horse, I've got a bullet.
Here, horse.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Dang, that
at
might
which
be
point
better.
We have I want to go get cleaned up, and will also invite the others in for drinks because we still have these towers for the next 24 hours.
That might be
Thereabouts.
a better retirement plan than Mina and Theodore going in together on a shop that sells prosthetics and guns and calling it Arms and Armaments.
Porque de Listos.
Yeah.
I would like to cast Speak with Animals on James Big Jim Jimerson's horse.
Okay.
His horse's name is Jimmy.
Big Jimmy to you.
No,
Little Jimmy.
No, it's Little Jimmy.
Yeah.
Little Jimmy Jim Jim. Jim Jim is his family.
Yeah, they
name.
just call him Jim.
Out of respect for his father, Mr. Jim Jim.
Rich lore.
Look, we might not have James Big Jim Jimerson, but his horse might know some stuff. Like, who doesn't talk while they're riding on a horse to their other people, right?
Holy crap, a talking bird!
Holy crap, a talking horse. It's not that special. Come on.
Wait, what?
We're talking to each other. No one else can understand you. I'm speaking horse.
Wild.
But I speak Spanish.
I can speak with animals. The horse says back, "Hola."
Hola, me llamo horse.
You're speaking with horse. The horse doesn't speak.
Me llamo
Wow.
Jaime.
No, it makes sense. Like,
I
there
need
is
to.
supposed to be, like, Spanish
Exactly.
in nature.
¿Cómo se llama horse?
Dun-dun-dun.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Okay, so
Rania, discotheque.
Right. I mean, you and Jim were close, right? Or Big Jim were close, right? Like,
What?
you're his favorite horse.
What,
You've
the
got to
dude?
be. The dude, yeah.
Eh, I guess. I mean, we rode a
How long have
long
you
way to
known
get
the
here.
How long have you known the dude?
Oh, like... Oh, time and times. Days? Hours?
How many times has he ridden you?
Oh, at least,
Dignity.
how many
10?
times does he? I was about to ask how many times he stomps his hoof on the ground.
There's the one this morning.
Okay. And then,
Oh, there were definitely some before that, too.
like, a lot or a few?
I don't know, like... What?
I can imagine this isn't a failure of the spell. This is just the world's dumbest horse.
I'm gonna ask Jack.
This
I was
horse
gonna
has an inch of 2! What do you
Yeah,
want?
I was gonna ask Jack. How long does this usually go on for?
I mean, for all you know, the conversation's going very well. You just
Yeah,
hear
I'm
Ilvario
only asking how long it usually goes for. I'm not asking how well it's going.
I mean,
Until
you're
somebody
definitely
stops
getting
it.
some body language that this isn't going well. Like, fucking face palming.
That's what we
The
get, boys.
horse is
horse.
giving him what he wants.
punch the horse.
No.
Punch the horse.
No!
Join the dark
It's
Fuck
side.
that
Just
shit.
see-
Here
The
comes
horse.
Bird Mongo.
Starting to see why certain people shoot these things.
Let's see. Could anyone else help? Like, I need help with this interrogation.
I
I need to know what to ask.
don't know. Can the horse attune to a magic item? Because otherwise, I have something that could help.
Who's gonna be good horse cop and a good and bad horse cop?
I mean, I just need.
You got bad horse cop right here.
I'm shouting out to the party. Like, I need someone to help me come up with questions to ask this horse. I will ask him, but I just need a little help.
Where did he come from?
Where did he go?
Where'd you come from,
Well-
Big Jim?
God damn it, Kathleen.
Hey, I just left it there, and Chris is the one that picked it up.
Big Jim
Comedy
Joe
comes
is a
in
completely
3,
different
so it's
person.
all Chris's fault.
So
Look, just
Here's
because
what-
I run this world.
here's what I've got so far. He has known Big Jim for an amount of time.
Interesting. So have I.
He has been ridden this morning and other times.
Yeah, that's right.
Mhm.
Useful.
So I don't know where to go with this dumb horse.
Hey, I resemble
He
that.
can't
remark.
understand. That was in person. That was in human.
Can you
speech.
choose?
Yes, absolutely.
I assume it would be a weird spell if you were like, I can now speak with all animals and no longer with humanoids.
Ask him
I
how
just assumed
long
that
they
he-
traveled and from what direction.
Anything he said was understood by the horse.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
No, it just says I gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with them. But it
he
does
just
say
learned Spanish. It doesn't
at the
mean he
very
forgot
least-
English.
the horse knows everything it has perceived within the past day. It knows at least that much information.
I'm gonna go find a skull we didn't blow up.
That's a good alternate option.
You also have... Aren't you a spirit medium, Phil?
He needs the skull for it.
For Speak with Dead, not spirit medium. Spirits don't have skulls.
Um,
Oh, actually, it says...
that's a good point.
It says, as part of the feat, you can cast Speak with Dead. The body must
You
be
know what?
within
For the
3
sake
miles
of
where it died,
narrative, I will. Yeah,
and not died
I'll
more than a
call
day ago.
up the spirit.
You
How's
do
his
not
chest
require
cavity?
a complete body, as the ability speaks
Oh.
to the spirit and needs no corporeal connection. You just have to be near where it died and close in time to when it died.
Well, we did
Oh,
those
okay.
things.
Yeah, we have those things. I'll put the skull as close, like the body as together as possible, but otherwise.
I'll take care of this horse interrogation real quick, and then we'll let you do that. I'm sure you will net a lot more information. Did the guy talk about other plans while he was writing you here? Like other things he wanted to do after this?
Oh, sorry, were you talking to me?
Yes. It was very clearly in horse.
I don't know. What's horse? I never heard anybody speak before. This is all a new experience to me. I'm freaking out, man.
You talk to other horses.
Horses can't talk.
You can communicate with horses.
Yeah, but that's usually like stamp hoof, wagtail.
All right, whatever. Anyways, did the guy that rode you talk about things he wanted to do after today?
I can't
Like
understand
while
him.
he was... No, you can't do this to Redbeard.
Why would you expect a horse to be able to understand?
This is
mean,
just the
Chris
world's
can-
dumbest horse.
Okay.
Chris can do that to you. A horse
All
does
right,
not
fine.
speak
This
person.
is one that in the spell he knows. Where did you guys come from today?
That way.
Okay.
Dicker's back, like points his head back the way you can.
What kind of stuff is near there? Like, are there any landmarks that you
He
recognize?
looks around.
Which peanut butter?
It looks kind of like this place.
About how long did it take you to get here from there?
We left when it was just starting to get dark, I guess.
Okay. And then it's only been like our combat was literally minutes, so like a minute, 2 minutes. So how long after dark is it right now?
It's like 2 a.m.
So it's been like 6 hours since it started to get dark. I'm making approximations. I'm not sure what time sunset is in this world right now.
Yeah, it's summer, so sunset might be anywhere from like 9 o'clock or something.
Okay, so from about sunset till now, in what direction? And can you just ping it on the map? What direction relative to him? Okay, that direction, about 6 hours. And did you stop at any time on your way here?
Don't think so.
Okay, 6 hours to the northeast, and there's another town there. Hold on, I need the map. And we are here, so the northeast. Hold on. I'm on the Cantabria challenge. Are we here or are we here?
I get Sarah.
We're at Agatsura. Okay. Did you have to cross a river to get here?
No.
Okay. So they're probably around here-ish.
I think y'all are in Igatsura.
Yes. I'm saying 6 hours away would be like here-ish. To the northeast.
Oh, is
Right?
Igatsura on the east side of the river? I thought it was on the west side of the river. Based on this map.
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't actually put the river on the map, on the town map.
We're like on the river.
Yeah.
So you crossed the river like right as you got here, but you didn't cross any other ones. Right?
I'm not sure.
Does anyone have a question they want to ask Big Jim?
How dare you?
Where did you get the audacity? No.
I was always imagining Agatsura on the east side of the river, but I don't think it matters too much. So let's say it's on the east side of the river.
Okay, Igatsura is on the east side of the river, so where I pinged is approximately where they couldn't be any further than here, but it's probably closer to like here because this is a big map.
Seems fair.
Yeah, so I'll say I'm just gonna draw like. No, I want to draw. Somewhere in this area.
Okay. How dare you?
Did they have any future plans?
Okay, yeah, I already got that one.
Plans for what? I think we were talking about food or something.
No, I think I got. Yeah, did Big Jim treat you well at least? Was he nice to you?
I liked him.
Okay.
I got to run a lot with him.
Well, at least that's good to hear.
So, like, are you like Big Jim now, or like, how does this work?
I'll find you a new Big Jim.
Ill Big Jim Fairy.
Yeah, I'll find you a new Big Jim.
I'll be Big Jim.
I'll be a Big Jim.
I think there's. I
For 20
think
platinum, I'll be big whoever you want me to be.
I think there's someone that can take care of you here. And maybe you won't even have to run as much. Unless you like running, and then we'll figure something. Do you like running that much?
Oh yeah, I love running.
Okay.
What else is there?
I don't know. Eating.
Sugar cubes.
Eating's good.
Eating,
salt
my
lick.
favorite thing.
Doing tricks.
Running, my favorite thing.
Yeah. Whoa! That thing you just mentioned is now my favorite thing.
Very relatable horse. Okay, I'd like to crack into a Big Jim.
Yeah, I'm done with Lil Jimmy.
Crack into a Big Jim!
Did you not want to try to get the horse to show you where they came from?
Not right now, because that will take a long time to get there. He said he ran for 6 hours.
Alright.
I can cast that spell again, so. I might have you show us where you came from, but right now I think you deserve some rest. There are some stables over here. I'll get you all settled in one if you want. It's late. You're probably tired.
Yeah, I could use a nap.
All right. If there is an open stable here, I'm going to park them in one of those.
Cool. There is.
Cool.
All right. Summoning the spirit of Big Jim.
Yep.
But does it specify?
Big.
So yeah, here's the downside, which is answers answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are a hostile to it or recognizes you as an enemy.
Bro, fuck off.
You only murdered him and his friends.
I technically didn't murder him.
Yeah, I did most of that.
Also, we don't know what the working relationship between all these people were.
They were like a family.
All right.
I would guess that the corpse probably likes them at least a little more than the people who turned him into a corpse.
I'll stay
On a
awake.
guess.
It's a low bar.
Yeah. It's up. On the other hand, I can try and force it to take a single action, so I could force it to answer a single question if it starts getting uppity. So if I have one particular question that I demand answered, I can maybe try and compel it.
Where does it say that?
Yeah. Alternatively, you can call up the spirit of a creature whose body you can see that died in the past 5 minutes. It does not receive a save to resist. Its spirit manifests in a space of your choice within 25 feet of you and performs a single action of my choice as if it were still alive.
Oh, alternatively.
It's at the very end of
okay.
the unfinished business feat.
Yeah. Okay.
But it says alternatively, so that sounds like instead of doing the
Instead of forcing a undead to, I can force an undead
creature
as though it were to be under the dominate.
Right. This
spell
that's a different use of this ability.
Yes.
So you're using, if you use it to summon him, then you can't use it to force him to do something.
Also, he's not an undead creature.
I don't know. For me, it's different paragraphs.
So it says.
So it's wonky.
You can use it to cast Speak with Dead. Right.
Oh, okay. I'm now seeing how. Yes, I see what you're seeing.
If
So
you
that's
use
correct.
the power against an undead, you can expend it to force an undead creature. Yeah.
Yeah,
to take an
but
action.
But this
Right.
isn't an undead creature, so
correct.
Alternatively, you can call it. Oh, or in combat, you can call up the spirit of a creature's body you see that died in the past 5 minutes, and perform a single action as if it were. Oh, okay. So yes, I guess that would be another option, is to call up his spirit and have him perform a single action.
Right, but I do
But that
see
would
how
have
it
to be
is. Yeah, I can either speak with undead, dominate undead, or get the single action. I can't do
Yeah.
more than one.
Right.
So, well, let's see how. Let's just see how. Speak with Dead goes. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
It's got to go better than this horse conversation.
Not very cooperative.
Sweet, they got oats here.
I've never met someone quite like him.
I'll never talk to a horse. I'll take your word for it. Let's see what Jim has. Let's see if Jim can be more useful.
I will say I at least think I know I could find where they're headquartered.
Okay, that's good. Well, there goes. Knife, thumb, blood. James.
Oh. You're calling him. I thought you were just talking
not
to
me.
James. A incorporeal. I know what words are. Image of Big Jim, James Big Jim Sullivan. Wait.
Jimerson?
Yep.
Where did I get Sullivan?
Sullivan? Did
I
he
have
change
no
his name?
clue.
James Big Jim Jimerson
Mm-hmm.
floats above what remains of his corpse.
Were you the ones that stole from the train days ago?
Maybe we were. Depends on who's asking.
Your mother.
He looks down, is like,
Yeah.
"What the fuck did you do to me?"
I'll put. We'll see about putting you back, depending on how the answers go. Flips page of notebook. How did you get the stolen goods from to the work site? They disappeared in the field.
Brief, cryptic, or repetitive, under no compulsion to answer truthfully. Cool. Trade secret.
Interesting. Are there more plans for sabotage?
Wouldn't be very good saboteurs if there weren't.
Thank you, Jim. Does let's see here. Does Liza have a spellcaster with her?
You mean Laya?
Laya. Okay.
I feel like you'd be able to figure that one out.
Okay, and finally, how dare you kicks the corpse and ends the spell.
Now see here.
Have fun in hell, douchebag.
Looks down. Well, I'm covered in viscera. Anyone want a drink? And a bath?
Yes.
Jack nods as he's drinking.
I got a second hand for a reason.
Go back to the tower and get cleaned up. The third floor of each one is a very nice washroom, where you would find a black stone tub filled with perpetually warm water, and the rooms smell of faintly of incense and lilac. The brass fixtures look like dragons.
Neat.
I need to step away for 1 second. I'll be right back.
No problem. Otherwise, there are beds, and the bottom floor of the bottom floor of one of them is a dining area. The bottom one of the other one is a lounge.
I go straight to the lounge because I didn't get into the thick of it.
Okay.
I didn't really
You find a roaring fireplace illuminates a comfortable sitting area with black suede furniture draped with blankets and furs, a small toned table of polished red stone, and over the mantle is an oil painting of 4 half-orcs dressed in fine clothing. You recognize one of them.
As you?
As me.
Philip, did you write box text?
100% he did.
Are you surprised?
He
Philip
can't be
wrote
one-upped by
box
Liam
text?
O'Brien. Liam O'Brien took 45 minutes of an episode to explain what was in his tower.
Best episode ever.
All right.
And it was 52.
I was close.
No, each room of the tower, like, there's like essentially 6 different rooms that you can have in these towers for each floor, and so I just wrote a small thing for what each one is.
Just never had a player with box text before.
You didn't interrupt it
Pity.
either. What kind of a player are you?
I'm not a very good one.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
We have more to expect, I guess.
Here somewhere.
Well-
Yeah. This is all of us after cleanup in the lounge.
Yeah.
Supposedly. Okay.
Well, I mean, I don't have anything else to do. We've done our best taking care of all the other tasks we could. So, and I'm not really a train guy.
Not the biggest fan of them, but they do surprisingly or unsurprisingly very good work. Who wants wine?
Me.
Sure.
Nice. Aloysia is now at this point like dressed down, no armor, evening, like comfortable clothes.
There's not much more I could get dressed down. I already don't wear pants, so
You've just been Porky Pigging it this whole time?
yeah. Have you not seen our artwork?
He just flops that cloaca around whenever he wants. It's really disgusting.
Family? I point at the picture.
I thought
Yes.
you were doing a Fast and Furious thing where you're just addressing
That one's Vin Diesel. That one's Paul Walker.
Yeah. Yes.
That one's Dwayne Johnson.
Mom, father, and my brother.
Are they assholes, or do you like them?
Wonderful. Though my brother hasn't been well since the war.
I certainly like to hang pictures of my asshole family up on my wall.
Listen, some people.
Sometimes it's involuntary.
Yeah, sometimes it is that deep, deep guilt.
Yeah.
War tends
No,
to do
they're-
Especially when
they're
it's
nice.
an oil painting, that shit can be gifted as a guilt gift.
Yeah. No, they're very nice. They're at the estate near. Actually, you two were near there. Y'all were at Lord Guerrero's place, right?
Yes.
Earlier.
Castle Horse. Nothing. Citadel Cavallo. It's
Yes.
Castle horse.
Castle Horse.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Go to
Not
sleep.
talking to you, Jimmy.
They don't
You're
wanna
in the
talk.
barn eating oats.
Yeah, but if there's any girl horses there, I want to.
Okay.
Where'd your brother serve?
Fuck! I turn off the spell.
Philip, did you hear me?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Jack
It
asked
only
where
lasts
her
10
brother
minutes,
served.
anyways.
I didn't hear you. Say again, Sam.
Jack asked where her brother served.
Aloysia would know in the last Urasol War on one of the islands, but Philip is not familiar with that venue part of the world, what islands those were names, because it wasn't, it's like a large archipelago
Yeah, cool.
region,
Jack nods.
right?
It's the Urasol archipelago.
Right, but, you know, each individual
Yeah.
island would have a name, right? So where stationed.
Yeah, I think the only named
Yes.
island we've been to in this campaign so far is Axis Island. It probably
Yeah.
wasn't that one.
But yeah.
Though it could have been.
Yeah, Jack nods. Heavy shit over. Jack nods. Heavy shit over there.
Yeah. Well, no, he came back not the same. A lot of people didn't.
Most of us did.
Sorrow in the blood is what they call it. trauma, nightmares. His legs were never the same. You served?
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna need more wine, and he'll hand you a glass. Though, Aloysia doesn't drink. They pull out a metal flask of something else, and drink from it.
Can I try and make a perception, like, to see what it smells like?
You can try.
I'm pretty good at it.
I want you to do so well. Let me scroll up.
Jack, to the governments that spend us like coin.
23?
It does not. You would probably think it smells very bad. Very. It smells like a butcher's shop.
Nice.
Are you drinking, like, melted flesh or something? That kind of seems your aesthetic.
No, this is my Baba's old recipe. Very good for you. Chicken, liver, goat, kidney, roughage.
No, okay, so that is, like, liquid flesh.
You made it sound like people.
Is that a common?
It's
No.
like a more literal sangria.
Yeah, is that like a Phil? I'm asking, is that a common Baron thing?
No, this is not. You, from what makes Jack sound, this is not Baron.
Okay.
That you know of.
Because
It's
like,
just
oh
soup.
yeah, Fatushka. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, no.
I don't know why Spanish country is Russian drink, but sure.
It's just soup.
You actually might notice I used
put
a
soup in a
word
flask?
that isn't
You don't?
Baron. To
Yeah, you gotta
describe
start
the relative.
soup flasking.
Food flask. It's a thing.
It was a Drucker word.
Neat.
All right, so we're gonna have to plan for more of these attacks. Their like home camp is about 6 hours northeast of here. I could probably get Lil Jim to lead us there.
Okay.
Best to nip the problem in the bud.
Should we get your friend up here? Should we
Koku?
should we get Koku up here? Because I feel like if we're going to be diving in, we probably shouldn't be bringing reinforcements with us.
Reinforcements.
So,
I mean, the train construction has a manager. Koku could probably, like, give instructions and then leave. I would be very surprised if they can't manage without her.
Her. Okay, thank you. It wasn't in the file, and I'm usually given a file. Oh, sorry. The headache. The headband does stupid things and doesn't let me focus.
Yeah, that's why I don't like them.
They puts everything in order. Rest of the day, it's great, but first half hour after you take it off sucks.
Make a headband of intellect sound like ADD.
ADHD meds, yes.
Love it.
Adderall injection.
It's an Adderall headband. It just soaks right in.
It's like how
Adderall apply directly to the
it's
forehead.
like how Hendrix used to take acid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Kai. Hi, Kai.
I really need these competitions to be over.
Yeah, I'm real sick of this shit, and I'm ready to shoot Laya.
Oh,
You keep
Like,
saying
you and me
that.
both. Like, oh, she's awful.
This isn't.
She cut off my
a-
hand.
She indirectly
Okay.
killed my family.
Got better.
Well, she killed me and
She
also
did
cut
kill
off my
him,
hand.
yeah.
Oh, you died too. Interesting.
Twice.
She's
Share
like
that in
Buffy
common.
the Vampire
Wait,
Slayer.
twice?
One of them wasn't Laya's fault. We must-
Twice. The first time I picked up a weird taste for rotten stuff for a little while.
You were undead?
No, I just really liked rotten fish heads and stuff.
Unclear,
Like,
TBH.
Yeah.
That.
I didn't seem to be
That's not a
undead.
no.
It got better.
It's hard. It's hard to say. I'm not
So-
undead.
So she killed you the first time and the second time?
No.
No, the first
No, the
time
second time was zombies
like a-
and a big snake god.
in a tube. The snake god brought me back. The zombies killed me.
Right.
Okay.
That was the
Like,
first
like,
time.
Yeah, that was the first time. The second time, she killed me.
My first
And-
time was a horde mimic.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, real nasty. Like lifts up shirt, and have you seen like shark bites?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that. Just like right where the liver would be. Yeah,
All
no.
things considered, actually,
Impressive.
well, I am missing a hand, but I did lose my hand before I died. I don't have many signs of like the being killed part.
So what I'm hearing is non-biased operative sent on this mission. Deeply personally invested.
Yeah.
Or neat.
That's national security or whatever.
I was
I mean,
about to say,
yeah.
or
Yeah.
yeah, somewhere.
No, I will straight drop that shit. I am invested. I want her dead.
Also, I mean, I know I'm not there, but the job had nothing to do with Laya. The mission had nothing to do with Laya.
Yeah, no,
The
that's
mission-
fair.
Also
mission-
here, and I hate her.
Yeah,
Laya had
mission
a
was to get-
agitator that seems to be bringing about another world war, which
More than just a world
mean-
war. She's trying to cause an apocalypse.
Wait, what?
Guys, I think Coco would say,
I know.
Carter's like, sure
yeah,
would.
you said it. It's been established.
if we were to do anything for the good of our nation, I think it is to
Mhm.
impart how dangerous Liagier is.
yes.
Right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
She's trying
but
to bring about an apocalypse.
That's a little, okay.
How?
No, no, no.
I can't go that far. I'm just letting you know she's dangerous.
So, Doomsday Cult.
On a scale of 1 to 10, let's say you're at a 9.
Concerning.
Right.
How versed are
With
you in
Zombies?
How versed are you in religion, Alyosha?
You did it
Not the
too!
right name.
You got me, James. God damn it. Or Louisa.
I am not proficient.
Okay.
I am. I'm proficient in Arcana. Okay.
We can't go into the specifics. in case-
Hypothetically, are Laya and how dangerous she is have anything to do with planes?
I don't think we can go into specifics just in case, like, you're in cahoots with her or anyone else is. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Because
honestly,
you
that feels like a wisdom
used
thing and not an
interesting
instinct.
words when talking about the water, the
Huh?
plane of water. You spoke of it with familiarity.
I mean, I am aware of all of them. I'm a sky seer. It's like,
That's not just you. Looks to Mina and Jack.
I didn't say shit.
I couldn't tell you the name of the plane of water if I tried.
Okay.
He's telling the truth.
for a high int, he's got a bad memory.
Can't
He's got
imagine
good
why it
memory.
tosses back more booze.
I think Jack probably has a good memory for things he cares about. I feel like that's just probably a
Mhm.
narrow band.
Yeah.
Like he can probably name every orphan on.
Oh,
whatever the
that's
Hell
that.
Street
There
map
is someone in his. Well, this is
Why,
unfair.
why
There is
does
someone in
Jack
his
need to know
brain
the
that
name of the
could
plane
find
when you guys are here?
It is something that Jack could recall if he wanted to.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's one thing. Sam doesn't remember, but his character does.
Well,
it.
that's
And
why
even
I
if
was
his character
giving-
doesn't, someone else does. That taking
That
up
was actually
residence.
that was actually one of the things I liked from the
Good point.
D&D 1 playtest was the study action to
Mhm.
recall information.
Oh,
Mhm.
fun.
Yeah, just kind of a more explicit
Okay.
version of something that's been kind of implicit on
Yeah.
how int works, and just giving some hard rules to that was nice.
Oh,
What are you guys going
and
to do?
I
when this is
assume
over?
Oddcog is a piece that fits into it. Understood.
We've got questions.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I'm sure you have all been doing very well. I'm sure you'll get your chance at him.
We're the best. We're the
not.
best agents that the Royal Homeland Constabulary has, for better
don't know.
or worse.
I don't know. The B team had us.
There's a polite smile and head nod.
Look, how many
He
other
was
members of
definitely
the
a great-
RHC are knighted?
Very true.
Most reliable. Maybe that's a better way to put it. Well, even that's not.
So,
We do good work.
The
How
biggest
does-
suck
I'm-
ups to the most important people.
No, we
So-
don't.
I don't suck up to anyone.
if we wanted to
The
get
three of
Koku
you
here-
insulted the
Yeah,
king!
We insulted the king to
Not
his
the
face.
king. I bring almonds to Delft all the time.
So, if
Do you know how much
want-
water it takes to grow one almond?
They're not
If you want to
environmentally
get-
sound.
Koku here, do we need to? What? Remind me the train schedule.
The
Morning
train
out,
schedule-
evening in.
They pass here around midday, I think.
Yeah.
So we should message them first thing in the morning or now?
Now,
Okay.
The
because then
trains,
it's up to
the
them to
trains
just-
leave at midday.
Got
The
it.
trains leave at midday, cross at Agatsura mid-afternoon.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah, but
Still
they both
better-
leave at the same
Okay.
time.
Yeah, still better
Um,
to talk to her tonight and give her the option to set someone up to take her place tomorrow, or she can tell us to fuck off.
Okay. One moment. Double checking. Do. Yeah, I got plenty of spell slots. And could even have
Me
more
too,
back with
Cannon
heart.
Squall.
Does
Actually, I
the
don't
verbal Okay. Where's Oh. Come here. Staff hops over. I need a material it has material components, so I need an arcane focus. Hold it.
Your staff walks.
It hops. Like have you seen have you seen
A pogo stick? Yes.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say like the scarecrow in
Turnip head.
Howl's Moving Castle.
That's how I imagined. Turnip head.
Yeah. Yeah, it hops over. Its arms are still sprawled out.
Yeah, like,
Isn't it
If you
made of
complete your-
arms?
If you complete your quest, is your staff going to turn into the prince?
I don't know.
Spoilers
That's
for Howl's
Chris.
Moving Castle, I guess.
I think one of those arms
I
belongs
actually
to a
haven't
prince.
seen it.
Yeah.
I have never seen Howl's Moving Castle, but I've read it.
Well, it's
Um,
not spoilers for the book, I don't think. I haven't actually... Yeah, because it's very... Turnip Head is completely different in the book.
Yes.
Man, like I start to get
Constable
endeared
Koku.
to Aloysia, and then stuff like this happens, and it's
Mhm.
like a step back.
As long as there's no
I'll
steps
cast
forward
Sending.
and back.
Right now, yeah, I think so. Ilferi says to the weird dialogue that happened in space.
Look, sometimes you just gotta talk to the narrator. Sometimes the narrator's being a bitch, and you gotta let him know.
What?
What? Nothing.
Sorry, I was somewhere else.
Yeah.
You're a bitch.
So
Go back to your void.
I'm gonna cast Send It.
Let me wake me up when you guys need me.
Okay.
Wait, we need you.
We need you.
A player's casting a spell.
What? Huh? Okay, yeah, sure. He's casting it to another player.
Just making sure that it goes through properly. You're the operator.
Sorry, I just
Let me
always
connect your
call
call.
the rule system.
Okay. Good evening, Constable Koku. Your teammates are requesting your departure from the site to the town on the train in the morning. A investigation into further sabotage from Laya's camp is.
You're out of words.
imminent.
You're really bad at this, bro.
I thought I still had 5.
No, you
Okay.
used 27 when I cut you
okay.
off.
Oh, okay.
To whom it may concern.
Now I shall begin my letter. Oh shit! Out of words.
Dear
Okay,
my
so
good
Cindy-
friend and compatriot.
you get a
Koku.
reply.
Sending allows a reply, and what's the details of the reply?
25 words.
It's just 25 words, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. A deep sigh is neither something Koku does nor something that is communicated by the sending spell, yet somehow you feel it.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
There's
One.
an emoji.
Sorry, the idea of Koku communicating with emoji is just very, very funny to me. I feel like she's the person who doesn't emote in real life, but then uses lots of emojis in text.
Yep.
Go for it.
Okay, so sending spell.
I feel like the deep sigh emoji does count as one, right?
No,
No? Okay.
it's not a word.
It's also
Oh.
not something that was
Why it's not
actually.
communicated.
Yep.
It's
If
something
it's,
I felt.
if it's communicated, it's a word. It can be communicated.
I don't think I'm going to need all 25, so I don't think it matters.
Cool.
I mean, emoji
I'll-
shorthand for message. Sorry.
I'll speak with Liz and be on the next train out. I can be there by 4.
They said they'll be here at 4 o'clock.
Cool.
Do you want to send them anything else? We can do a more formal report if you want. If there's anything else that'll arrive, and they'll be able to take it.
No, we don't need formality. That goes in my
Yeah.
notes that go back to Delft.
Ah,
I suppose I could have tacked on. Also, it's Sir. But she didn't.
y'all
you
weren't
you addressed her as constable.
given when y'all were announced at the trial of adulthood. Y'all didn't use that honorific, so I had
Yeah,
no
we
idea.
totally forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Koku remembered, I thought.
No.
No, I
We all
remembered
forgot.
after.
I definitely
I
wrote
went
I
back
said
and
that
wrote it
Koku-
down.
I said that Koku would have remembered it, but
Yeah.
we didn't go back and replay the scene or anything.
I went back and replayed the scene because I need to know what my character.
I remember
heard.
writing it down as it happened because it was so funny to me how you guys introduced each other or yourselves.
Yeah.
Because we all did it way
Yeah,
differently.
it was
Constable Elferi
Jack Malone
Skyseer.
of the RHC, Mina, Constable of the RHC, Elferi Skyseer, Constable of the Royal Homeland Constabulary, Koku, Constable of the 13th Guard of 13th. I just wrote G. I don't remember what that was. group of the Royal Homeland Constabulary.
Yeah, I
Yep.
don't remember what I said.
Oh,
That's what I
right.
have.
And the person taking down the notes like misinterpreted me saying Ilferi
Yes.
Skyseer
Yes.
as a name.
Yes.
Correct. That's why I have you written down as Ilferi Skyseer.
Well, Ilferi hasn't seen your notes.
I just love that each of you would have that title or have that much elaboration, but also you went in the order that it increased.
Yes.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Okay. Well, it's 2 a.m. I'm not sleeping. I'm gonna go fortify the town.
It's 2 a.m. Stars are bright, so I'm gonna go take care of that for a little bit.
It's 2
Okay.
a.m. Where's the fucking bed?
Yeah, Jack just puts his feet up on the table and his hat
one-
down over his head.
Yeah, one floor up. One floor up. Foot lockers should be open and fine. And there's, if you need anything else, find me.
Knock before you enter
Kitchen
or
is
you
in the
get
other
shot.
kitchen.
Knock
kitchen's
before
in
you
the-
enter or you get shot, and she walks away.
No one else can enter these.
She meant the bedroom.
I
Oh.
meant the bedroom and I meant you.
Oh, I'll make I'll make another one. I had
Fall
a
on the
feeling,
bed
so
completely clothed.
Mm-hmm. I am. There's more than one bed.
Cool, but that's my room.
Neat.
You said you weren't sleeping.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh
Philip's gone.
no!
You don't have to leave over
Okay.
it.
Okay, he disappeared for everyone else too.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and do our break.
Cool. I need a refill anyway.
Little breaky.
We will be right back.
Bye.
Whoop, whoop. Here we are. Cool. So you guys take
Mhm.
a long rest?
Yes, I wanted to do my Skyseer vision thing.
Okay. Cool. You may ask a question of the heavens.
Could we route the it doesn't have to be yes or no, but is going after the bandits base by having Lil Jim lead us there, would that have positive results, or would we be overwhelmed?
I gotta tell you to ask these questions before the break.
Well, I was trying to, and then you cut me off.
Oh, I didn't know you were trying to. Sorry, say it again.
It was kind of a two-part question. So would we be overwhelmed if we tried to go after the bandits' base by following Lil Jim's directions?
Okay. And then you sleep on it.
Mhm.
And you have a vision of riding. It's like you riding on Big Jim.
Lil Jim.
Oh, sorry, Little Jim.
Little Jimmy.
No,
Little Jimmy.
new dream.
Little
Yeah.
Skittle.
That's a weird,
Riding-
confusing Jim. Green.
Riding Big Jim is very different.
Big Dream Jimmerson.
Writing Big Jim is my new erotica novel, but
and you come over the crest of a hill in the wasteland, and you see an empty camp in the valley before you.
Well, that does make sense, actually. Okay.
We killed them all.
No, at least one or two ran away.
Nope, killed them all.
They died of dehydration.
Died of dysentery.
Shouldn't have said things about Terrence's mother.
I was about to say the same thing. Well, not exactly the same thing, but close enough. Okay. Little Jim was looked like he was a very equipped horse. Like he was a war horse with armor. Or was that just the first horse you found?
He might have some light barding, but not as heavy as in the picture. That's just the default for warhorse.
Cool. I wake up.
He seems like he's at the very least war trained.
Mm-hmm. Maybe I could sell him.
Wow, you just made a new friend and now you're thinking about how to make money off of him? Rude.
Wow.
Anyways, I will tell the party. I think they've abandoned their camp since their assault.
Would make sense.
I thought about it over the night.
Mm-hmm.
Seems likely that is what happened. I foresaw us going over the hill, seeing the camp, and it was empty.
And now, if I don't go there, then I'm a hypocrite.
Future never happens.
So, how does that change your plans?
It means that we don't go there to try and assault them in their home base.
I should then not be messaging Koku not to get on a train.
I think we need to prepare for more assaults. I just think they won't be staged from the same place.
Okay.
I think it's good for Koku to at least be here so we can talk about things.
I made a cookie ice cream sandwich.
Nice.
Nice. Still dreaming about that waffle ice cream sandwich I had at Dollywood.
God, that was good.
Yeah. I should have gotten that.
Every picture we took there, I'm holding food.
As you should be.
I was about to say, sounds like a good trip to me.
It was a great day.
We did get the food pass at Dollywood.
Yeah.
It was great.
What is a food pass?
I mean, like a pass. It gives you food.
They were doing the fall festival, so you paid like
like
$35 and you got 5 different things across their
And they had like a
harvest
seasonal
menu.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It was.
I think we're going to try and go in April.
I've never actually been to Dollywood.
I have
haven't
never
either.
been either.
It's a good theme park.
It's great.
It's
Yeah,
actually
it
a
seems
really
cool.
good theme park.
I think we're probably
So,
going back
if their
this year.
camp is abandoned, you're saying you want to fortify this position?
This seems like the most likely place that they would be attacking, but I can see if I can get another vision tonight about that sort of thing. My first priority was figuring out if it was worth assaulting them where they were.
Okay.
A quick question, Redbeard. Have my visions felt clearer lately? Like, since the star map and being here, have I felt more like, well, you get what I'm trying to ask.
Yeah.
Like, have they felt better?
It definitely feels like you don't have to strain as much to, like, recognize patterns and stuff, but it's hard to say whether it's your skills just increasing because you've been practicing more, or if it's the weather or your location or something else. But yeah, I'd say that you do feel more confident.
Okay. Right, so that's what I got for this morning. Koku will be here mid-afternoon-ish, so...
They said 4 p.m.
So, I mean, we can help rebuild some stuff around here, maybe? Or, I don't know.
Oh. Well, I already repaired that wall. I'm adding crenellation over there for a watchtower, a permanent watchtower. And these will last until 817. Pointing at the 2. And that I need to get rid of that or else that's going to fall.
I'll start organizing controls.
I need to get rid of that bridge because that's just going to fall on the building when the towers disappear.
Oh, right. I should, like, do spell prep again.
I need to go shapestone that away. Otherwise, I think the small garrison here should have a better time than they did the first go around. Mina, Jack, what do you think?
Seems good. I'm gonna scout around, look for likely plans of attack from different directions, see if I can put together some defensive plans for general situations.
So we're staying here.
I think so. I mean, I'm not taking lead or anything. I'm just...
No, that's fine. But if that is the case, is it in our best interest to have all of us in one place, or is it better to tell Koku to stay where she is?
I'd rather have Koku here at least for a day so we can talk about things, so that we can make some plans with all 5 of us.
Okay, fine.
Because we could just take a train back or whatever.
I know. It's just...
Fucking spells.
I appreciate the inclusion.
Yeah, there's a weird subconscious thing, but it's fine. Ilfari doesn't say any of that. Fuck, spells are tough.
Yes.
I have a lot to choose from.
Yeah. You're talking to someone who
You choose your spells?
other class is cleric every week.
Yes, I, just like you, are a prepared spellcaster.
I don't see what y'all are complaining about. It's
If
fine.
I could read,
Super easy.
Oh my goodness.
You just have 5 ready to go on different spell sheets, and then you just say which one you're using that day. It's that simple. You have Blaster Caster, Exploration, Communication, and full Necromancy.
I cast gun.
I also cast gun.
And
Hey, Carter, we're on day
special.
8.
I don't know
of
how
the
to gun.
challenge, right?
Oh yeah,
let me
I guess
double
we should
check.
probably do that upkeep. And maybe see if there's any updates from the resources that Jack pulled together coming in.
Yeah, it looks like we're on day 8, assuming that nothing went wrong with the shipments.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so
That's
Bless
the
you.
chart and journal.
yeah, I'm updating it.
Okay.
I did that thing again where I mute the wrong fucking mic.
Oh yeah, I forgot I added a mic shortcut on my thingy bobber.
Neat.
Oh, it's not working now. It's useless. What kind of mute button are you? Mute. Man. Mute. Damn it.
Oh, before I forget,
3.
I have that evens odds thing I need to do.
Wow.
Oh, the wheel, whoa.
The wheel, whoa. The wheel of whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Okay. Even is wheel, odd is woe. And I will roll it here. It is woe.
Woo!
Whoa. Cosmic Omen. That's what the trait or the ability is called.
And it's basically whether you can help allies or hurt enemies, right?
Yep. So right now I can hurt enemies by taking a d6 off their d20 rolls.
Oh, I forgot I did that. Yeah.
I
look at
take the
that.
d6 off before they roll it.
Huh.
Which I did mess up last time.
Keep it in mind.
It says when they're about to make a roll.
And okay.
Cure wounds, good berry, guiding bolt, guiding bolt. It's only a word. Cure wounds, guiding bolt.
Okay, assuming nothing goes wrong, we will do mile 140 today.
Oh, nice.
140 of how many?
146 is the goal.
Okay. Is there? Yeah.
150
how
is
are we?
Koku and Lys's goal, but
Yeah. How
146
are?
gets us the point.
Gotcha. How are we on like resources and all that?
They're basically self-replenishing as long as nothing goes wrong.
No, not entirely, but we have enough to get us where we need to go. We
Okay.
have enough to get us where we need to go. Is
Okay.
the long and short of it.
You can only spend extra up to the amount of morale you have.
We can only spend extra material up to the amount
Yeah.
of morale we have, but we can spend extra money to get extra morale, which we've started doing.
Yeah, I was about to say, but from Jack's showmanship pitch gala,
Yeah.
got us a bunch of extra stuff that we can spend on.
And you also pitched in some too.
Jack Malone here with Railroad.
Yeah. My understanding was I was like a stopgap from the resources that were stolen.
Yeah.
And then Jack came in with the big swing.
Basically, yeah. And then you also get at least one free extra mile per day, thanks to the robots.
Mhm.
Yep.
Which is another thing you have up on Kriento.
Yep. We've been burning through our morale for a little while. But we got enough of a boost in morale at the beginning that it had been stable still.
Okay.
But now to maintain a stable amount of morale, we've started dipping into the money. But thanks to the extra money from Jack, we have the money to do that.
Nice. Good.
So we're getting them nice lodging. We brought in someone to give back massages.
Is that something that happened?
I mean, that's what you're basically spending the money on. To
Oh,
increase
Yeah, that's
morale.
the spending. Yeah, it was just like, what's the like?
Back to massages and
What
What was like the I was just like, what's the most like corporate? Let's raise morale without moving anyone out of the office or giving anyone
Pizza
more money.
party.
Party.
Pizza party. Come on.
It's a pizza party.
Pizza party.
Pizza for
Whoa,
everyone.
whoa! Koku's an inhuman monster, not a capitalist.
You know, I read an article that employees appreciate pizza parties more than a raise.
Yeah, because like a raise only happens once.
Yeah.
You can have pizza parties almost every week.
A pizza party.
Okay.
Was there a rest of that sentence, James? All I heard was
Yeah,
pizza.
I mean, like, what are you gonna do with that extra money? It's just going to cause you more stress.
Yeah, you're just
If
gonna
you're
buy
just
gonna buy
pizza
pizza
with
at
it.
home.
Yeah. Why not have pizza with your friend?
Actually, in Bear, they have beer battered bear parties
Ooh.
Well, that does sound pretty good.
on a
Yeah.
bar, actually.
So
So
I
it's a
prefer
beer battered
the beer battered.
bear bar.
I like my beer battered bear and a breakfast burrito.
Ooh.
So an interesting thing I learned lately, because of all of the sub-classifications in the taxonomy
Yes.
of the Arctic bear, most people know that the grizzly bear is a bear, but actually, because of all the sub-classifications, is in fact the bear.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about buffalo.
Oh, buffalo is also an excellent one. Where buffalo, I think is the right number of buffaloes, is a grammatically correct English sentence.
Yes.
Which reminds me of I learned today that there's records that say that Sappho's husband was, I forget the Greek thing, but it basically translates to Mike Penis from Man Island.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah.
So is there anything that I guess we do before Koku shows up?
I think we do some basic maintenance around the place that doesn't
Whoa.
take resources.
James has turned into a robot.
Spell slots or whatnot.
Yeah.
Robot Ilfairy.
What? Oh, no! No.
James, that's
Am I
my
okay now?
shtick.
You're very pixely, low frame rate, and your audio is
Crackly.
stuttering. And he's
And now he's
Eventually,
gone.
we all become
I just-
now he's
what we
back.
despise.
I quickly
he's fine.
refreshed. Am I good?
Okay,
you're good.
that
Yeah.
worked.
Okay.
You're good. You're good.
What I was saying is, we do maintenance around the place that costs us no resources or spell slots.
Coward.
While we
I
wait.
used at least 3 spell slots. Because I do it right.
All right, cool. Sounds like a plan. So, Koku kind of like gets the ball rolling on her usual tasks for the day.
Standing orders.
And then as the work
She's
is
going
starting
to
to
have
wrap
an
up,
in-depth conversation with Liz
okay.
about what to do for the rest of the,
Oh yeah,
the
sure.
challenge, basically, which should, unless something goes wrong, should only last. Oh no, we still got that bridge.
There is a bridge.
So,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. It'll take 5 days to get to 150, and we will be like out of money and morale at that point. But we can get to 150 in 5 days.
Mhm.
It'll take 4 days to get to the goal. No, 3 days. It'll take 3 days. We'll need to spend 2 morale one day, but we and buy extra material the day before. But we can do it in 3.
Cool. We're awesome.
And then she dips out a bit early to hop on the train, and rides it back to Agatsura, where the team is working on building up. I don't know. Are there structures, or are you just like kind of repairing buildings, or?
I built structures.
I am
Whatever the
scouting.
people that live here need us to do.
I am stepping outside of town, thinking, if I was going to attack and destroy this place, how would I do it? And then making plans of that so we can counter those plans.
Okay.
I can make small stone structures with stone shaped, but also not opposed to, a hammer and nails or whatever. Honestly, corralling animals probably.
Sure.
But I think a hammer is too complex a machine for Ilfairy.
Wall of stone. Actual literal fortifications. And I can re-up one of the towers to be a lookout tower.
Mhm.
And shift it to be very utilitarian. And also the nice bathroom, because these people have been working hard, so they deserve they also deserve nice things.
You deserve plumbing.
Oh yeah, full functioning toilet. Just don't ask where the out pipe goes.
But where does? Never mind.
It goes like straight to hell. Just
Straight to hell.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, what was the shittiest plane we went to?
Apet.
All of them.
Yeah.
Apet.
No, it just goes straight to Apet.
Okay.
There's a donut
I mean,
hole.
I'm not
actually-
disagreeing that Apet was very shitty. I'm just there wasn't one that we've been to that wasn't.
Fair.
It's actually really hilarious for lore reasons that haven't been explored yet.
They use poop as money.
Okay. Okay.
And then Coco
second-
arrives, right?
This is the second tabletop game I've been in this week where we had to have a discussion about the logistics of poop.
What was
Wait,
the
we
other one?
talked about poop and has the Rune Lords?
Yes.
Sluice gates!
Oh
Poop,
yeah.
that's right.
We talked a lot about shit this week.
Look, it's been a bit of a
Some
shitty
habits.
week.
Like in presenting a fortress, they would have to
Oh.
probably sneak into. Philip was immediately like, "I crawl up the poop hole."
Yeah.
So, Koku, you arrive on the train to the scene of the other constables plus the townsfolk plus Aloysia preparing defenses. And also,
Town has a wall now.
like, you can see there is, like, a corpse pit and a partially burned down building at the very least.
2 corpse pits. There were 2 attacks.
We can just make the initial corpse bigger.
Oh, we're just made of corpse pits, are we?
We have a corpse pit at home. Corpse pit at home. It's a sack labeled Denny's.
Look, we have a budget for corpse pits, and we are not going over.
Okay, but what's the tart budget look like?
Look,
You
it's one
spent
or
it
the
on
other.
corpse
You can have a budget for tarps or a budget for pits. You got to pick.
Okay.
Okay.
Corpse are more versatile.
There's also
Wrapping all the corpses up in tarp.
yeah, there's also it's
That's
really
weird.
weird. There's this one part of town that you swear that you see the footprints of a T-Rex.
Is that even weird anymore?
I don't know.
Not really. It's like, I feel like I've seen weirder in the last week. Right?
I could
Like,
turn into a T-Rex, so it's not that weird.
That's true. That's true. Coco would probably just assume Bill Ferry did it.
Yeah.
Either turned into a T-Rex or found a way to summon one. Okay. I get off the train. Who's there?
Me.
Yeah. We're all here, but Nina's probably closest.
Well, obviously I got your message.
Hey. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know if you need to be here. But we really do need to have a conversation, and that was Ilferi's point. So, hi, welcome.
So
How's...
we're expecting another attack here?
We're definitely expecting another attack, and they've attacked here twice, so maybe.
Do we know where their camp is?
Yes, and according to Ilferi's dreams, it's been disbanded. And the horse told us.
Where was the area?
6 hours ride. And I can't remember which direction. Catherine can't, but Mina point.
Northeast.
Good.
Northeast.
That's uncomfortably close to the railhead. They could attack there.
That's why I said maybe we don't split up. I I don't know. I'm afraid they're drawing our attention here so that they can hit the railhead.
That would be the more valuable target.
But if they stop stuff here, it also affects the railhead. You know what I mean? Like, there is no link in this chain that's not really valuable right now.
It's true. So, having us all in the same place seems like a dangerous gamble to me.
Same, but it's really hard to have a conversation in 25 words or less.
True. Well, let's gather everyone.
Yep.
Jack moseys back into town at a appropriate time.
You knew she was getting here midday.
Also, the train is a hint.
Yeah.
I just like the word mosey.
And it's like mid-afternoon, because the trains don't leave till midday.
Right.
And it's 8 hours, and Igetser is the switch point, so it has to be somewhere around 4 o'clock.
Yep. Right. So there have been 2 attacks here so far. And James Big Jim Jimerson said that it would be bad sabotage if there weren't more. Right?
Yes, that's what he said.
So...
Were you able to confirm if Big Jim was hired by Liss or if they had another go-between? Or not Liss, sorry. Wrong NPC!
I was like, wait, that doesn't sound right.
Laya, not Liss,
He
sorry.
made it sound like he was working for her. He didn't mention a middleman.
Did he
I
mention
think
Laya?
he was the middleman.
His
Did he-
dead bot, his spirit wasn't super talkative.
I can't try for another 7 days. I can
see.
ask someone else, though. We got 2 piles.
Yeah, and the attack happened at night, so we still have a little more time. Because you can only do that on someone that's been dead less than 24 hours.
My feet version of it has to be soon. Speak with Dead just works if I prepare it as a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm planning on trying to figure out more about their plan of attack tonight / in the morning. Have you found anything, Jack?
There's a few places they could attack from. I plan on going over them with the guards and militia.
Fortifications are decent enough. I was gonna set out a field of light and to extend the sight lines. That's gonna take me not that long, but it'll be taxing.
It might still be worth it to go by their camp to see if they left anything behind, but I don't think that they're there anymore.
It's
Or at the very least, they would be gone by the time I got there.
It's 6 hours. It just doesn't seem useful.
6 hours by horseback. I could get there a little bit quicker, but not much.
Yeah, that still seems like a huge, even if it's even if you cut it in half, even if it's 3 hours for you, that's still 6 hours of a day where all you're doing is traveling to a space where you're already pretty sure they've abandoned.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they've abandoned, but if they've left anything behind, it could still be useful. If they abandoned it quickly,
Sure.
we have reason to believe that at least some of them are not well trained. So they might have left something behind. It could be useful. But Mina makes a good point.
I mean, I'm not doing much else. I'm helping out around town, but I can go out there and come back, and then it'll be nighttime and I go to sleep.
Sure. I just worry about that amount of time and someone going alone.
Right. I can't get there that fast with someone else.
Going forward, we shouldn't all be here.
Agreed.
I agree.
But what we need to do is we need to make sure that we can communicate between the two camps, and that we can move quickly from one camp to another.
Well, I have the sending stone that Mina has the other half of.
Right.
And Jack and I both use the teleport scrolls in an emergency.
Right.
That's well.
We should have some like anchor point. I mean, not like a teleportation circle, but a way that we can reliably get to that spot. Is there a way to do that?
Let me double check the teleport spell to make sure that what I'm thinking will work.
So I have a rock from the railhead, and you would need a rock from here. So
That's
that would be
what
enough.
I'm thinking.
I have that in my inventory for that.
That's what I'm thinking. Let me double check the teleport spell to make sure that that would work.
Mm-hmm.
Because the teleport spell is worded a little bit differently in every.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Associated object means that you possess an object taken from the desired destination within the last 6 months. Okay, yeah, that'll work.
The only issue there,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it gets you close either way, but the railhead moves every day.
Right, the one I have is no longer useful.
It's a few miles away, but
Yeah.
I mean,
But we can just send a rock along with each train.
yes.
and you have
With each
have
returning train.
you do have your boat here in Agatsura.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it is actually parked here, so we don't even need a rock
Right.
here.
Right.
That's true. I forgot about the
Just,
boat. So
it's getting back.
teleporting
Getting here is not the problem.
to Agatsura is
You also
fine.
got like a crew here, I guess.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
And in the event of an emergency, we will certainly mobilize them. But I'm assuming. Well, actually, I suppose I should ask: how close is the river to town? Because if it's close enough, cannons work.
So yeah, it's
I mean,
not.
they're meant for boats, but if
bringing the boat upriver.
well, it's parked as near as it can be to Agatsura was the plan, but I'm not sure how close that is.
Yeah, the
if it's
town,
close enough that they have a site.
the town is on the river, but the river is like down, like the river doesn't run through the center of town.
Well, no, obviously it doesn't run through the center of town, but
Yeah,
if it's 100 feet off the map, that's still close enough that they could bombard an enemy charge. Not close enough for like pinpoint shots. They couldn't like try to shoot into
possibly artillery shots. There's a town between the river and where they've approached from.
that. Okay, so the river's on the south side of town.
Yeah,
Okay, all right. That
like
probably would work.
on the southwest side of town.
On the southwest side of town.
Because we established that they didn't have to cross the river to get to the town, so it's on the west side of the town.
No, it'd have to be on the.
The
Oh,
town
right,
is on
right,
the
right.
east side
Yeah,
of the
right.
river. So
Okay.
the river is to the
Um.
west of town.
Okay, but it runs. Okay. Okay, so Agatsura is here essentially.
Oh no, what's that for? Oh no.
Okay, and we probably can't pass the boat past the. Okay.
Those
All right.
are
Well, never mind.
scary low.
No.
No! if that's what I think it is, no! I think that's
What's
a
happening?
mishap.
Chris is rolling d20s
Oh, well,
for
we got
something. He rolled a 5
he's
and
not.
then a 4, and
No,
then
he's
James
not.
said
He's
those are
just rolling.
scarily low, and then he rolled a net 1.
He's just
thought I
rolling to
rolled a
freak
nat
out
20.
James. He's just
Yeah,
rolling to
I-
freak out James. That's all he's doing.
I'm worried that he's
The
rolling
only
for
re-
mishaps on our train building.
Why did
Or
he
maybe
roll
he's
4
rolling
times?
for how good the enemy
Why do you
are
roll
doing.
4 times then, James?
The 4th time, I don't know. We're just, a little worried. Anyways, that's not. Ilfari doesn't know about trains. Right. So we have a way to teleport between the two. The sending stone should only be used in a "we are under attack, please get here now" situation, right?
Yeah, and that also means that one of the sending stones, so either Ilfari or Mina, Koku, and one of the sending stones, either Ilfari or Mina, needs to stay with Jack.
I mean, they're stones. You could just have them as well.
Okay, sure, but
I still
Koku and
feel
Jack
like I
need to split up.
Yeah.
Either way, Koku and Jack need to split up.
Right.
So it makes the most sense, I think, for Koku to return to the railhead.
Yes. And I'll
Um,
go with you.
The 2 spellcasting tanks never get to work together.
Nope.
not often enough.
What's a tank?
There've
It's
got
a
to be
military term.
tanks.
It's a new design.
We just got
that,
trains. How could there be tanks?
well, the concept of tanks is actually older than
Yeah, the
trains.
concept of
Yeah.
tanks is actually very old.
Oh.
Leonardo da Vinci had an idea for one.
Yes.
It was a death trap, but like
Yeah, his,
The
his would
idea
not
was
have
there.
It
worked.
didn't work, but it was an idea.
Yeah. It's like they were always
There were
just
turtle
drawing.
ships
There's a
before
reason
there
why
were
they're always-
trains.
I mean, we
Yeah.
had submarines before we had trains.
I am pretty mobile. I can get places, so it doesn't matter where I go.
No, we didn't.
I would rather just stay here.
That makes sense.
Which
to me.
location would you want to have a dedicated sending caster?
That's the other thing, is that we need someone who can cast sending at each location.
Well, that's
that's just
Jack
not possible.
I mean that's both Jack and Aloysia, I guess, because Jack has the scrolls.
Lieutenant's fine.
So Jack and Aloysia need to split up, and Jack and Koku need to split up. So no matter what,
Jack
Koku
and Mina are going back to the railhead.
No, Koku has
Oh.
to go back to the railhead.
And Aloysia goes to the railhead.
I see.
And then the
There's-
two of you can pick where you want to be. But we shouldn't
The Jack and
leave
O'Ferry
one
show
person
again.
anyway.
We're getting
This
along
is-
better now.
Hmm?
I mean, we successfully didn't kill Laya, which is like a feat in and of itself, really. Can anyone hear me?
We're
Yeah,
listening.
we can hear you.
There was no response whatsoever. So
Oh, Aloysia, can you cast teleport?
Teleportation circle. I haven't deciphered that one yet.
Hey guys,
Mm-hmm.
teleportation
over to the
circle. Could,
northeastern horizon. There's very dark clouds coming in, and it's getting cold.
what?
Cold is a very foreign weather, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Chris?
the middle of summer in Bear.
Get ready.
Can
Actually, it is
I
pretty
like
cold.
Well,
get some sort of sense of it with nature? Like now that it's pointed out.
Sure.
I'm going
it's
to go
not
get my s-
natural.
Well, yeah, but
I'm teasing.
I'm not very good at nature though. 17 for a druid. I'm not very good, but that's because I'm dumb.
What did you roll?
17 total.
It is unnaturally cold, and those storm clouds look unnatural.
How far away? Also, how the hell did I not notice it?
Aloysia, is there anything in this area that would cause this?
You saw my rolls.
Did you roll mine? If it was perception, did you roll mine with advantage?
It wasn't perception.
Oh, okay.
Koku,
I was
Yes.
sorry, you go. I'll be right back.
Receive a
I need to
sending.
grab something.
I receive a sending. I see.
the keepers of Chesmo. Dread force is coming. please come protect us from the icy dead.
Fuck.
From
Okay.
certain lists.
The Keepers of Chesmo?
Cheshimo. Cheshimox? Cheshima.
They're
Cheshima.
French.
Interesting.
Okay.
Oh no, that's Cheshimox. There's no O-U-X.
Cheshimox.
Cheshire
I haven't
cat,
said it out
mox.
loud yet.
Yeah.
I've been
Fair.
seeing it written for a long time.
What's okay?
Okay.
Something's happening.
We need to go now
Go where?
to the railhead.
Okay. Who's teleporting us?
I mean, I can.
Let's go.
Blah, blah, blah,
Isn't
blah,
the
blah,
cold
blah,
coming
blah.
here?
No. Railhead.
No, fuck. Why can't I remember? Koku has a rock from the trailhead, like, right now, right? Like, she left the trailhead and brought a rock with her, right?
I mean, almost certainly. If nothing else, she definitely has some amount of dirt from the railhead in her, locked in her feet.
Yeah.
Let's see. You end up to 8. Okay, great. Yep. So I'm going to teleport us all back to the railhead.
Sweet.
Let's.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Be sure to bring Alyosha. Fucking A, not again!
I love how it didn't
Alicia!
happen before tonight, and now it's been
Yeah.
established.
Oh my god.
For
Be sure to
those
bring
viewers out there, we used to have
Aloysia.
we have had a friend in college named Aloysia. Alyosha.
It's a Russian thing.
Anyways, be sure to bring Aloysia. She is a capable player.
Yes.
In
I mean,
case-
we're all 5 of us are still together.
mhm.
Actually, are there
Yeah.
any townsfolk around?
There are, and they were
Oh, we have a guard
There's-
with us.
several volunteers, militia. I mean, they may or not be very capable, but their town has been attacked twice now, and they are angry and ready to defend.
Yeah, so I'm going to shout to the nearest militia. The 4 strongest of you, come with me. We need to defend the
also-
railhead.
This town is the staging town for the railhead, so a lot of these people are family members or off-duty railhead workers.
Right.
Not to mention, if they move to this town, they are gambling big time on this rail.
Working.
Yeah, because if not, this town's going to be a ghost town, and they're going to be the ghosts.
Yeah.
The way you said
Yeah.
ghost, I heard Philip scream, I want to fuck a ghost. Sorry.
Ghosts are fuckable. I don't know what you want. From
I think
Um,
arguably they literally aren't.
Aren't.
You're not doing
You
it.
gotta hit a specific
Chris?
level on monk to be able to like physically interact with ghosts.
Necromancer. Chris, is the dirt in Coco's heel good enough to make the teleport spell work?
Let's see. Let me read it once more.
Who else brought a rock?
You can also carefully study her facing casually.
Okay, because I wasn't sure, because the only person that had ever talked about picking up a rock for teleportation, I think, was me.
If you target an object, you must be able to fit entirely. And it can't be. Oh, okay. Or
It's the
single
associated object.
To a destination. If you target an object, destination must be known to you in the system plane. Single means you possess an object taken from the designer within the destination, such as a book from a wizard's library, linen, or a chunk of marble. The dirt, I would say, might be minuscule enough that there might be some amount of failure chance.
I mean, we gotta give it a shot.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, if we get there, or we tell
James, you're
and-
roboting
and
again.
it
Yeah.
works. God damn. Is my
I mean,
Hello?
either way, we're
Are we
doing
good?
this. If the
Yes,
magic
no.
if the magic decides it wants to work differently
Yes,
today, then it's going to do that.
Sorry, James, speak. Because to me, you're still pretty...
I'm good.
No, you're not good. To me, anyway.
Not to me either, unfortunately.
It's a new mishap.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
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 You also didn't
Yeah.
disappear on my end. Like, you didn't drop out at my end at all.
Yeah, there you go. Now he's dropped. So yeah. Probably roll on the very familiar line.
So 75% chance that all goes well.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm... Okay, so the object's just doing nothing. All right.
Well, I think without it, you'd probably be at more closer to seeing casually because you hadn't been there for that long. Depending on how close you wanted to get. Yeah, because viewed once is another category.
Yeah.
So I think you'd be above viewed once since you stayed there most of the day, and it's, you know.
I've been there for over a week.
But it
Not
moved.
at the same location.
I guess. Oh. I got a 90-something. The
Okay, then you're
one
good.
star
Yeah.
fell off.
I guess James must have restarted. So yeah, you can teleport to any point in the camp you had been in that you know of.
Ooh, yeah.
As it-
What part of the
as
camp?
it was.
I mean, unless I'm under a wildly incorrect impression that the camp's not that
it's-
big.
It's not. I just wasn't sure if
Oh,
you wanted
okay.
to have a dramatic like appear in the middle of Lys's camp, or in the middle of his tent, or like next to the train, or you know.
No, we're just gonna appear in the middle of camp because
Cool.
I also don't know what the frozen dead. I mean, I have some guesses what the frozen dead are, but we don't know for sure.
The icy dead. And
Icy dead,
a dread force.
right?
We've entered Game of Thrones world.
Yeah, I don't know what direction
The White
a
Walkers
dread
are
force
walking.
is.
Chris is
they're
giggling a little too giddily for me.
Catherine, they're called the Others.
Yeah,
I'm-
right?
So excited. Oh, I hope
should've
this
just
works
looked
out the way I
always
did
at
because
these
I picked a spell honestly on a whim as part of my prepared spells,
Hmm.
and I'm hoping it works out.
Oh, his internet went out.
Yeah. I
Oh
see that.
no!
Oh
Jeez.
no. Well, see y'all next week.
Give him a second.
I am.
He's gonna try to use his hotspot, but I mean, we're building up towards a combat that we're not gonna have time to carry through. So,
Okay.
surprise, there's going to be a combat against them.
What?
I am shocked.
We're gonna
and
have a
surprised.
sick fight next week. Awesome.
Probably,
I'm
unless
looking
you
forward to it.
somehow find a way to.
Oh wait,
Avoid it.
we're out of town next week.
Technically, I don't have to be out of town until Saturday.
Oh,
and,
cool. So we can play next week.
And if we're taking our sister-in-law up with us, because technically you don't even have to come. I think we were just day tripping up for the baby shower.
Wait, how is it
cool.
our
It's not bad then. I'm
sister-in-law?
not going nowhere.
My brother's wife
Oh, okay.
Nah, I might want to.
would be
I don't know.
our sister-in-law.
Sorry, I was just like, wait a minute. Got it. Our sister-in-law and our sister-in-law.
Yeah, I've never known what your sibling-in-law's spouse is.
I've called it spouse-in-law, or sorry, sibling-in-law.
Yeah, that's my sister-in-law's brothers. Because 2 of them live in town.
Like
And I never know what to call them.
I would call my brother's wife my sister-in-law.
Well, my brother's wife is my sister-in-law.
Right, yeah, that's just
Oh,
that's
but
just
your
in-law.
I'm talking about my
your
brother's wife.
Spouse's-
sibling's spouse.
Right.
Interesting.
It's our sister-in-law. It's
I
his
don't,
sister-in-law.
I don't have
too.
one of those, so
I've got
I'd
too
thought
many of
about it.
those. No.
I'm pretty sure I'm only day tripping up on Saturday next week.
So we
So
are
we're
playing.
it's probably fine on that front.
Sibling-in-law is the spouse of one's siblings, or the sibling of one's spouse, or the person who's married to the sibling of one's spouse,
Right.
Oh, there you go.
according to Wikipedia.
That's always how I've done it.
That's what I thought, but I've never been sure.
I never really thought about it. All right. Just to save James the
Headache.
let me
Yep.
If you're going to be in the internet area, I mean, like tickets to next week's show.
So yeah, you guys arrive in town and will have time to make adequate preparations. Upon arrival, there is nothing of immediate danger, but the clouds
Interesting.
certainly are closer, and the air certainly is colder.
Interesting.
Bum, bum, bum.
No, that is interesting. I was definitely like expecting to teleport into a zombie, a zombie apocalypse attack.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I'm
we've got the
mildly
5 of us.
disappointed.
We've got the 5 of us, and we've got 4 militia with us.
Yep.
And
robots.
Construction robots. I don't.
Dude, you can fuck
Oh
someone
no,
up with
what
a
am I going to
forklift.
do with this piston hammer?
Yeah.
Bam!
Yeah. Let me just reprogram all the robots real quick for combat.
I mean, can't you? You're a robot. Just talk to them.
That's
Yeah.
racist.
No, it's not.
What's your race, huh? Robot?
Yeah.
All robots talk to
Anyway,
each
thank you
other.
for joining us tonight
Yeah.
for Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm really disappointed we didn't teleport in and immediately get attacked by an ice zombie, Chris.
I thought you would have been excited for preparation. You're always excited to
No,
prepare.
I never want
Listen to
time to
Philip,
prepare.
I'm stoked.
I want you to fuck me in the ass with ice zombies.
That
Time
reminds
to
me.
prepare.
Reminds me of the those like you could waste hours by asking a dude what animals they could take in a fight, and then it cuts to somebody's text message with their boyfriend. It's like, hey, do you think you could take a horse in a fight? He's like, yes. Wait, do I get prep time? Yes, but the horse gets it too. Oh, never mind then.
Christopher,
If it's a barehanded
never
fight, the answer is basically
ever
always no.
want prep
Yeah.
time.
How big is the horse?
You don't win. You don't win a barehanded fight against a horse. You die.
You don't.
That's what
if
happens.
you say yes, then you fundamentally misunderstand how big a horse is.
Yeah.
Well, we can
Also,
retcon
any
to no
kind
prep
of bear.
time if we
You
I
want.
would like to retcon the no prep.
Do not retcon to no prep time.
No, I want.
Aloysia's new. She doesn't get a vote. She's not a part of the crew. We brought her along because we're gonna throw her at the ice zombies.
I'm the only one from this country. I'm the
I
only
don't
one
care.
that does get a vote.
How many ice zombies have you dealt with?
47.
69, I win.
All right. We're calling it there
Infinity.
for the night. Thank you all for joining us. Please come back next week for more ice zombie destruction, etc.
But first,
God.
prep time.
No prep time. Only
Yes,
zombies.
prep time.
let us know in the comments below whether they should have prep time or not. Engagement engaged. Good night, everybody.
I'm going to reply no prep time.